Good morning, Tim Sykes here. We have another crazy day with literally a dozen stocks in play. A little bit overwhelming, but some good opportunities, and I want to get to them in a second. Today, just real quickly, Castle Trading, first $1,000 win. This is always a great day. You know, whenever you hit a milestone and you start seeing the world in a new light. I remember the first time I made 100,000 in a day when I was a freshman in college. That was kind of crazy, and it helps you understand the beauty of stock trading and what's possible. So whether you make your first 100, your first 1,000, your first 10,000, your first 100,000, even if it's a first million, whatever it is, milestones really help you understand, and they should be celebrated. So congrats, Castle Trading. Here's KK, made a nice trade on MGT. Lucas made 720 on MGT. Dan the Man, this was a nice patient play on TWLO, which was one of the hottest IPOs, a little higher price than I like, but he made $10 a share, so you can't complain about that. Here's Vincent. This is the trade that I basically did, CRCM. Vincent actually exited a little nicer, a little higher than I did, but he made a few $100s in a few minutes. Here is Michael. He also made 900 bucks today. Sniper Trades made a quick 400. I already talked about Vincent. Lauren, I love this. She had some patience. She missed the spike on GBR the other day, so she shorted a little bit. And this is what you can do with all of these stocks. If you ever miss a spike on a speculative stock, I'm not just saying short anything, but on like a speculative stock like GBR, you can flip it around and you can try and profit on the way down. And this is a very nice screenshot of her having patience, just holding 2 days, shorting at 305 and covering at 208, making 30%. Just a few $100, but that adds up over time. And then also Matt, just first ever trade, buying the pump WRIT, 113 to 130. And I told him, very nice, but trading pumps is very risky. So you got to be careful, Matt. But congrats. Let me start off. I guess I'll start off with WRIT. Let's talk about pumps. These are blatant pumps that are being promoted right now. The charts look manipulated. They look impossible because they are manipulated. They are impossible. No good company ever goes from 40 cents to $1.40 in 4 days. But don't worry about good versus bad companies. Focus on the price action. I know there's a whole little group of short sellers, and they're cynical, and they all look like Yoda, and they live in huts, and they think that you should never buy pumps and you should never buy crappy companies. And that's just stupid. I made my first million buying the worst companies you've ever heard of. Pumps work, especially right now in this market as we're learning. And if you can time it right, you can bank. WRIT is the hottest pump right now. Good job, promoters. VMRI, this was the hottest pump last week. And guess what? I bought this out of $1.70 before it went to 340 the same day. Or was it the next day? No, I guess it was the next day, yeah. So 24-hour period, you could have doubled your money. Did I capture the 100% win? No, because when I trade pumps, I am scared as fuck, okay? I got out with 1/10 of the potential profits of what I could have, should have made. But at the same time, I still had profits, and there was actually a lot more money to be made on the downside. So I don't mind being cautious. And congrats to my top student, Tim Grittani, for making roughly $30,000 in 2 days on the long and short. I think he actually might even be up a little more now. But awesome example. This is straight out of my penny stocking framework DVD. So if you want less choppy plays, I mean, talking about MGT right now, this is a choppy play. I don't know what it's going to do. You have a morning spike, a morning panic, a little rebound, a little consolidation, a little spike, a little consolidation, another spike, probable double top, now more consolidation. I mean, it's like every pattern in the world all condensed into 2 hours of trading. I don't like it. I don't trust MGT. If we're talking about pumps, WRIT is the biggest pump right now. VMRI was a big pump. And MGT, I would have to place, third place on the bronze medal for the biggest pumps right now. Even though it's not your typical pump, even though, you have a successful businessman, John McAfee, behind it, I mean, they're putting out more press releases than I have ever seen any company ever do. That's not a pump. I've seen a lot of press releases from pumps, and you have to ask, why are they putting out so many press releases? Is there really so much stuff going on with the company? The answer is no. There's a lot of stuff going on with every company, but this company specifically seems very interested in getting their stock price up. Thank you again for tuning in.